All right, today I'm going to take a few minutes and show you how to properly align a rotary cutter before you get started cutting. I usually hook this up to my 3-point hitch, exactly, straight to the rotary cutter. I do have this quick connect that I hooked it up this time, so I had to redo a couple of the adjustments. So I was going to show you kind of what I look for when doing this. So the way I have the rotary cutter sitting now, if you're able to see on the ground. So I have about an inch clearance or so here on the front. As you can see on the back, a little more than that. I kind of have it exaggerated right now because I do have this back part closed off. And so it's a little bit harder to discharge. So I'll leave it up just a little bit so that if I do get into stems, limbs, something like that they can kick out the back fairly easy. So my goal is I don't want to be digging in the ground. So I know that when I'm running here on my setting of 6, I'm gonna be a little bit off the ground here on the front, have plenty of room to discharge out the back. So when getting this set up, you basically just adjust this center link in order to make this tilt kind of what you want it to be. One thing as well is if you have basically this flex option here, you want to be mindful of where this knob is at in relation to these bars. So some of these are not equipped with this. It's just a straight hookup, and if that's the case, then you just want this to be as tight as possible. But what that means is as you go over hills, terraces, things of that nature, that your rotary cutter will pick up and adjust. It's going to be very stiff. This allows it to flex a little bit, and so that you don't pick up as much. But what you have to be mindful of, and this is what I was just playing with adjusting, is while I have that set the way that I want it, so I'm 1 inch off the front, 3 inches off the back, just what works for me. Right here, I don't want this part to be resting all the way down. If it's resting all the way down on these bars, then every time I go over a hill, the back part is going to jump up. So this allows a little bit of flex. As I go over the hill and my tractor rises up, the back part is able to stay down until this connects here. So it gives me just a little bit of flexibility in my cut. However, when you'll notice, like when you go to pick this up, if I were to pull the lift arms up, then the front will start rising, but the back will not pick up until this makes contact, and then the back starts to lift. So you also have to make sure that you don't have so much flex that when you go to lift, you can't get the back part off the ground. So usually I'll pull up to a flat area like this with the tractor running, and I just keep adjusting back and forth until everything is set. It's a little bit of playing, lifting, letting it down, adjusting. But now I have this where a little bit of flex, I can still lift it a good 2 foot off the ground in the back with my lift arms lifted all the way up, which is what I'm shooting for, so that when I'm finished, I can bring it in. If I need to pick it up real quick to clear over a stump or something, I've got plenty of coverage to do that, but I do have enough flexibility here. So that's kind of what you're looking for. I hope you're able to see that. But the main thing was getting the angle so that you can see the angle of this. Again, a little steeper than what a lot of people will use, but that is what works best for me in my application, and then making sure you have some flex there. So hopefully that's helpful. If you're trying to figure out, if I were to take off my quick connect, hook it up straight to the draw arms or use a different tractor, then obviously I would have to make a change again. So it's not one of those things that is just set every time you hook up to, unless it's your application, your tractor doing the same thing. So if you're needing to adjust, hopefully that helps. Since I was hooking mine up today at a different application, it was an opportunity to do a quick video and show you kind of what I shoot for when setting these up.